a place where roots run deep, where nostalgia thrives, where it's just as much about the people as it is the address. For Nikki Boxler, home is found within the community of Varysburg, New York, a place that holds family tradition and history. Every season brings its own activities that keep the Boxler family busy year-round. Following Mother Nature's cues, Nikki takes to the timber to tap the natural sap that flows within the trunks. Harvesting maple syrup is a deep-rooted pastime in the Boxler family tree. What began with Nikki's great-grandfather collecting sap in buckets has expanded into a full-fledged family-owned maple syrup farm. Turning sap into syrup is a process that requires time and patience. From tapping the maples to boiling the sap, Nikki helps in every step of the way. Following through from start to finish is just one of the lessons Nikki's learned while growing up in Varysburg. As a fourth-generation Boxler, Nikki helps with the duties in maintaining the family's 5,000-strong dairy farm operations. She spends her days caring for the cows and working in the fields during the demanding hay season. It's this way of life, the lessons, the love, the dedication, that's built a strong foundation that the Boxler family stands on. The family cabin is a central hub that brings the Boxler clan together. Here, the walls tell stories, in every framed photo and every antler. It's a place where celebration is shared on the front porch, and memories are made around a table. For Nikki, the family cabin is a symbol and a sanctuary, a place to rest and a place to return after a long day out in the woods.
Came out early this afternoon. It's about 12:30 right now. It's been an absolute blizzard the past couple days, and it finally died down. Got a decent day going on. As we were driving to our blind, we saw a buck chasing a doe, and they cut through the field, so we're going to switch gears a little bit. In the woods, we have a couple main highways going through that the deer like to travel through, then it gets real thick, so we're going to change gears, play the wind, try to put a stock on them, see if we can get a shot opportunity, cut them off.
The stalk begins. With every step, Nikki gets closer to the buck she's been searching for. Nikki's wait is over. It's time for Winchester to go to work.
There he is. There he is. He's coming straight at us. He's a shooter.
Winchester Life is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend. Winchester Repeating Arms. Winchester Safes. Birchwood Casey. Walkers. Folds of Honor. Shoot United. Make the shooting sports part of your life. This segment of Winchester Life is brought to you by Winchester Safes.
I think primarily I shoot because I enjoy it. It's something to get me away from the academy a little bit and get out and meet people more than anything else, I think. I really enjoy meeting the people that shoot.
Herb is actually hitting the empty cartridge cases as they are ejected from the rifle.
Working for Winchester and being aligned with such an iconic brand is a dream come true. I grew up not far from here and always had my sights set on working for a company like Winchester.
To have the opportunity to design and shape the future of this iconic brand means everything. I love Winchesters, and I'm excited to be part of the future and the past of the Winchester brand.
Being able to represent this historic brand that dates back over 150 years is incredibly special to me. Winchester has been making legendary firearms and ammunition for many generations, and just to play a small part in the history of this company that will continue to do so for many more years after I'm gone is really quite an honor.
I choose to live my life in the outdoors because it is who I am. For generations, my family has always lived a life in the outdoors. I was raised from a young age of going camping, hunting, fishing, and shooting, and some of the fondest memories that I have are found in the outdoors.
The Winchester life means the opportunity to get away from life's distractions, to get out, to commune with nature, to spend time with family and friends, to build lasting relationships.
When I think about the Winchester life, I think about my grandfather, who gave me my first Winchester, a model 1894 in 30-30. It was produced in 1957. A rifle he harvested dozens of deer with over the years. I imagine the amount of time he spent in the outdoors with that rifle and the life he lived, much of it during a time when he was hunting out of necessity to help put meat on the dinner table for his family.
Living a Winchester life has definitely guided my life. Hunting and shooting have always been at the core of what I do.
Our CEO has a great saying that I think perfectly embodies living the Winchester life. He refers to the fact that we sell heartbeats. Through our products, we're able to be a part of some of the best experiences and moments in people's lives. Moments that get their heart racing, moments and memories they'll never forget. Whether it's breaking your first clay or watching your son or daughter shoot their first turkey or deer, it's experiencing these moments with family and friends in the outdoors that explain what it means to live the Winchester life.
Ben, let's talk about Winchester's Deer Season XP. I don't know what more can be said about this ammunition because it just continues to perform year over year, and there's whitetail hunters all across the country that are making Deer Season XP their go-to whitetail ammunition. So give us a little bit of the ins and outs on XP.
Well, it's been quite a few seasons now that XP's been available, and it just continues to perform. And you go back to when we designed Deer Season XP, and it was really specifically for white-tailed deer. You know, we got bullets for a lot of other different end uses that can be used for hogs or big game, but the biggest and most sought after, game animal here in the United States is the white-tailed deer. And we wanted something that was specifically designed for those animals, specifically designed for their hide, their bone structure, and we've done that with XP.
So let's get into a little bit about what sets it apart, because when it comes right down to it, it really is that large polymer tip that is unique to Winchester and the Deer Season XP line, and that's what makes it so effective.
Yeah, there's a lot of polymer tipped bullets out there, but you'll notice that the Deer Season XP bullet is unique in that extreme point is that polymer tip's much larger in diameter. So that's gonna help initiate that expansion. So when it hits that target, it's dumping that energy quickly. You're not losing a bunch of energy passing through, just continuing to travel on. It's designed to dump that energy and dump that deer quick.
And that's one of the things that's really important as a deer hunter, because we all know they're crafty animals, right? It's hard enough just to get on one, let alone be able to shoot one and find it. So we all want them to go down as quickly and as clean as we possibly can, so that, you know, we do the animal justice and we can find them quickly. I can tell you from my firsthand experience, every deer that I have shot with Deer Season XP, and I know from what I've heard out there, this is not unique to me, has gone down within line of sight. So that's something that's really awesome to know as a hunter.
Yeah, and every year, like you said, more and more people are seeing that kind of success, whether it's themselves or someone that they hunt with. And once they see that, they're believers, and they, you know, realize that this truly is ideal for whitetail hunting.
It is. It carries a massive impact. It's incredibly accurate. So if you're a whitetail hunter and you're out there looking for a new ammunition, something specifically designed for whitetail hunting, Deer Season XP from Winchester should be your next go-to.
This segment of Winchester Life has been brought to you by Walkers. This segment of Winchester Life is brought to you by Folds of Honor, providing life-changing scholarships to families of fallen or disabled military and first responders. Ellis County, Oklahoma, where the windows to the Midwest are wide open and the switchgrass plains seem to never end. Paul Sawyer rolled into town with a cold front on his tailgate. His first order of business: find the tallest structure on the ranch, climb it, and see if he can scope out what kind of bucks these plains are holding. Tomorrow he'll walk the western edge of the Sooner State in search of a buck that quickly rose through the ranks to become the ranch's patriarch.
Okay, Paul, here is some of the bucks that are coming just on the south side of that circle.
Yep.
Okay. There's the big one right there.
Okay.
There's the big 9.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, look how it has brow tips out
Yeah,
like
see how
that.
much, see what there is left right there?
Yeah.
It's a big, long brow tine.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the 9.
Back
big
at
9
camp,
again.
Paul and longtime friend Steve pour through a promising batch of recent trail camera photos. One buck in particular has grabbed Paul's attention: the Big 9, a tall tine buck that's pushing 6 years old and approaching 160 inches. He's not the only shooter in the area, but he's the one that suits Paul best.
We're in Oklahoma hunting with my longtime friend Steve Proviance for the firearm season. We got a couple days left before the season closes, but the good news is we have a long hit list of bucks. The buck that I like the best is a Big 9. That's the buck that I more or less have my heart set on. That's not to say if one of these other hit listers shows up, I won't take him, but we got daylight pictures of him here and another blind to the east. 4:30, 5:15, 5:40, all in daylight. So to have a 5.5-year-old buck that is that big in daylight is quite rare. So with any luck, he'll show up tonight and we'll be ready.
It isn't long before deer begin funneling into the open field. Soon Paul sees firsthand the property's potential when a young stud makes his presence known. A teapot 10-point with some growing left to do.
You know what? That's that short tine 10. We got pictures of that buck in here. And he is a tremendous youngster. He might be a 3-year-old, he could be 2. Man, is he wide. I bet that deer's 21 inches. Heck, he might even be 22 inches wide. That is gonna be a tremendous buck. That's awesome. He's in here early too. Hopefully that's a sign of what may happen tonight. That's a good sign. It's early. Cool looking buck. buck.
Potential doesn't pay the bills. Daylight movement is encouraging, but Paul's heart is set on a higher caliber deer. The young 10 stands at attention. His run as the only nice buck in the field is over.
I see a body, big body coming right through that point right there. It's the 8. It's that 8 that tips for us. He tips forward. We're not gonna shoot that buck. Good looking deer. He's all bristled up. Look at him go at that 10. That's a really good deer, but that's a great sign. We still got lots of shooting light left. That's a mature buck there. He's certainly a shooter, but just not what I'm looking for at this moment. I want to see if the 9 shows up. Now, once I take a closer look at this deer, I might change my mind, but right now I'm gonna pass.
The decision could come back to haunt him. That's a chance that Paul is willing to take. The stakes are high. The season is nearly over. But Paul's fixation on the big 9 overrides all the what-ifs. He's here for one deer, and one deer only. Tonight, the big 9 didn't feel like playing the game. Tomorrow, the second half begins. This segment of Winchester Life has been brought to you by Birchwood Casey. This segment of Winchester Life is brought to you by Winchester Repeating Arms. Paul Sawyer is posted up near a creek bottom in western Oklahoma. He's been playing chess with the big 9 for 3 days. It's the 9's move. But first, a familiar face with 10 up top.
He's an impressive animal. He'll be near 160, if not low 160s. And a 5.5-year-old brute of an animal. So it's raining, it's cold. The conditions are ideal to see him, so I feel like this is our last hoorah. Season closes tomorrow and the wind switches, so we got to get it done tonight.
Once again, something's caught the wide 10's attention. He adopts a nervous posture as the deer continue to funnel into the field. Even the most promising prospects know when it's their time to leave. This young 10-point has spotted something he doesn't feel like sticking around for.
There he is, right there. Get ready. That is a big deer. I can't tell whether it's him or not. I can't tell whether it's him or not. He looks like a big ape, and he broke that boar. He'll come out here. He's gonna come out here. There's too many deer out here. I gotta calm down. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Patience pays. The big 9 has entered the game with a clue to his whereabouts over the last few days. A broken G4 and the demeanor of a battle-hardened buck.
He's circling around. Are you ready? Are you on him? Yeah. Yep. Ready? Yep. We have been playing cat and mouse with that deer. He's bigger than I thought he was, man. When I looked at pictures of him, I was really fell in love with him. But he shook me up, man. That's a heck of a deer right there. Big old 5.5-year-old Oklahoma buck. People want to know what Winchester Life is. This is Winchester Life. This is making it happen. This is chasing them. This is passing younger bucks so you can kill big 5-year-olds like that.
Before the smoke clears, Paul's friend Steve shows up to share in the moment. A handshake and a hug to seal the deal.
Saddle up the horses, weather's coming in. Need to find some shelter.
Look at that.
He's a toad, bud. What a toad.
And a big-bodied son of a gun.
Long live the chase, the focus, the game, the discipline it takes to pass when most wouldn't, the high we ride when the work is done. Long live this moment. Long live the Winchester Life.
I'm a weathered man.